peace. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me home when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Son of a gun, pay for all I done. Swear they'll get us here, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get sold. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Had a load of fun on my parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this is a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys are ready. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Now receiver in motion left.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Vidal.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. On the ground, it's Vidal. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
They'll try the air now with Herbert.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Run!
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game,
Oronde Gadsden from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
Hey, let's go.
Barkley inside handoff. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Eagles.
Smith in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they go instead with Barkley.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. In motion left comes Brown.
Hurts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Barkley, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A wide ball here, remember. It's a foot race. Charger touchdown. A great play there. One play, 75 yards.
And the Chargers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point try now from Dicker.
He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got him in. It's Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he is caught.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting. He's able to convert for 3.
Let's go. 380. Delta south. Crowd right. 5-9. Hey, go Lions.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Still one of the most exciting plays in football, the kick return. Shows why there. 93 yards on that return for 6. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Great, set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Hey, let's go. Trim.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. And he's going to be It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Davis now to return it. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
Set.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And the Chargers, first down.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, that was been the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Give here to Hampton. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
6 yard pickup.
A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Deshaun Hand able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Set. 380.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Set. 180. 180. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets into the Eagles' 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Set. Set.
So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden, it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Ladd McConkey there to make the grab. And the Chargers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Eagles offense back out getting set for this next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. And they'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. McKee. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, it looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Kappa.
On the give, this is Hampton. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Herbert now. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
12. Delta. Hey, go lion. Home trips right.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
59. Delta. Crowd right. Go. 21. Hey, ram.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, yeah, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Great. Set.
He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 48 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Let's go. Set. 380.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen, 43 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
That's called. get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Deshaun Hand in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
Commissioner Goodell set to hand the Lombardi Trophy to the Los Angeles Chargers. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.